I would say the best thing I learned from a woman is just, you know, the power of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see that work in their life and how that turns out. Like my grandmother, somebody that was always kind to people to the point where you might feel like you got to protect her. Somebody will take advantage of her. She's very kind to people. But then I look at how her life played out. She happy. She ain't got no regrets.
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. And some of y'all fellas been giving me questions on how to find the right queen for you. What should you look for in a woman? You know, that's going to be best for you. Because I know a lot of y'all trying to sidestep a lot of BS. A lot of toxic BS. A lot of vampires, Jezebels, you know, snakes, all these cast members. You're not trying to go through that. You're not trying to have no soul ties, no negative soul ties, because soul ties aren't bad. It's just what comes with those ties that makes it good or bad. But I know you guys ain't trying to attach yourself to BS. And I'm going to keep it blunt with y'all. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Fellas, you got to focus on yourself. You know, I can't say it any better way than that. This whole journey, this retention journey is meant for you as a man to gain self-awareness, self-control again, right? Because somewhere along the lines we failed that. Like we lost our way. As a man, you should not be thinking about sex 24/7. That's not where your energy and your focus should be at. Your focus should be building, being a protector, being someone who can survive. Can you take care of yourself? Can you survive by yourself? Can you lead yourself? If you can't do all those things for yourself, then there's no need for you to be looking for a woman. And I'm just keeping it 100. That's facts. I'm going to be blunt with y'all. You shouldn't be looking for a woman if you can't be a man for yourself first. Because when you find a woman, she's looking for a man. Right? And for the ladies, a lot of women now, it's like the roles, what's being pushed right now is everybody's equal. Everybody has the same role in society, and that's not the case. We're not equal. We're respected equally, but we all have different roles. And that might sound whatever, but the trees have a purpose. They have a role. The moon has a role, the sun, plants, you know, ants, bees, even us individually, we all have our own specific role that we came here to do on this 3D plane. So everybody has their role that they have to play. In a relationship, there's roles. Everybody's not equally talented in the same gifts. Women are nurturers by nature. That's where she's powerful at. A man is a protector and a provider by nature. That's where he's strongest at. You look at lions, right? And, you know, some people say, well, the lioness does all the work while the male just sleeps. It might look like that, you know, from the untrained eye, but when you really look at that dynamic, they all have their roles. The male is the protector. Oh, trust and believe. He's saving up his energy for when he got to fight off other males trying to dominate the territory, trying to take over his territory. The male lion actually does sweeps around his area, and he lets off a growl that travels for miles, letting other predators and other lions know that this is my territory, right? So he guards his perimeter. That's his job. The lioness, she takes care of the cub. She takes care of the pride. They hunt, get the food. They do all of the housework. You know what I'm saying? They provide, they nurture. But it's a respect. It's a system, and it's a respect factor. Every man don't deserve a woman that's a nurturer. And that's where we get twisted at. Every man don't deserve that. Because every man hasn't became worthy of that. He hasn't became a man himself. You know, as a lion, when it gets kicked out of the pride, when it gets of age and the male lion runs him off, that lion has to learn how to survive on his own. Hunt, protect himself until he finds a lioness, you know, who can take that pressure off of him, you know, ease his pain, take some of that weight, that load off. And that's what relationships are missing nowadays, is that dynamic of a man has so much pressure on him because he has to face the world. You know, people don't have sympathy for men. No one has sympathy for men. A man has to toughen up, suck it up, right? As soon as you walk out your house, you at war with the world. You got to provide, you got to protect. So when you find a woman, right, she's supposed to be that person that takes that edge off, gives you peace of mind, caters to you. And it's not misogynistic. You know, women think that playing that role is weak, and it's really not weak. It's powerful. Me, I look at a woman like that. You know, I see my mother and my grandparents, my grandmother, and just how the roles was played with my grandfather or my dad. And it's a respect thing, man. When just a woman being able to cook you some food and fix you a plate, bring your plate to you, like the little things like that makes you respect her more. Right? That's how we are as men. We pay attention to the details, the little things. We're simple. Right? Because when you have a woman like that can nurture you like that and cater to you like that, you want to protect that. You want to hold on to that. That's something special. So you'll give your life for that. You'll protect that. You know what I'm saying? You see, this is where the respect thing comes from. This is where the roles come in. A woman is very powerful when she's operating from her heart, when she's nurturing, when she's using her God-given gifts. But like I said, as men, this is why we're on this journey, this retention journey, so you can learn how to become a man again. You got to reprogram yourself. You got to learn to operate as a man. You don't just deserve that just because you think so. No, you got to work on yourself, right? I'm not coming from a bitter place or a toxic place. I'm coming from a real place. You know, men back in the day, man, they had skills. They knew how to do stuff. And like I said before, the women that's working on themselves, they will agree with this because that's true divine feminine energy. That's what it is. And if you're really finding yourself, if a woman's really becoming self-aware, she's going to understand that and she's going to embrace that. Just as a man, you should be embracing yourself as a man and being that solid rock, that protector. But you can't do that. If you don't got self-control, you can't do that. People should feel safe and comfortable around you. That's how I felt around my granddad and my dad, my uncles. Felt safe, protected, because that's the aura that a man gives off. Right? You know, when dad walks in the house, you know, everybody's like, okay, we need to tighten up. You know, mom, you can kind of get away with some stuff because mom is a little bit more lenient. But when dad walk in, everybody know how dad walk in. Everybody's know dad's smell, just his energy. I was watching some clip, and it was these lioness. They was eating, I think a zebra or something like that. And you can see it was like a group of them. And these hyenas, the hyenas was like right behind them, just taking little bites here and there. Right? They was all in their space. And the female lions didn't do anything. The disrespect. But then I seen another clip where the male lion was with them while they was eating. And you seen all them hyenas, they didn't come within a 50-yard radius of that food. Because they already know. They know the male ain't having that. They know as soon as they get close, somebody back getting broke. It's gonna get real. It's that masculine energy. They know not to mess with the male lion. They'll try the female lion just because she got that feminine energy, you know. She's not as aggressive. But the male ain't having it. Right? So that's the dynamic that we have. So that's what it is, you know. Make sure y'all focus on yourselves. Don't look for it out here, but get yourself right. And then you will start to magnetize what you're looking for. You will start to magnetize who you are. When you're operating in your divine masculine, you're going to attract the divine feminine. Right? It's that simple. And divine masculine isn't toxic. It's not you being bitter about women. It's not you thinking you this alpha male. It's not you hating on women. Nothing like that. Not being a a-hole. None of that stuff. It's just you as a man knowing who you are, becoming your best version, being able to control yourself, being able to protect, being able to serve, and being able to survive. That's what a man is, in my definition. So fellas, man, keep striving for that, those skill sets. Keep striving for that accolade. And like I say, it's a separation right now. So the ones that's working on themselves, they're floating up. Just as you guys that are on retention, y'all are floating up too. The guys who are really working on themselves. We're all floating up, and you're separating from the toxic. Okay? The toxic. You're separating from that. So don't use these examples that you see on IG and all that as that's all women. It's not. It's the majority, but it's not all. The ones that's working on themselves are floating up from that level, just like you are. So you'll start to mingle and find the ones who are right for you. But you got to be patient, and you got to keep working on yourself. Right? Retain Gang. It's your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video, or what y'all would like me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out. Peace.